Yeah, that's absolutely right, Romaine, and we'll get right to it with Scott Bauer, Prosper Trading Academy CEO. Scott, thank you for joining. Last week, I should say, we saw equities end in the red, but the VIX also fell. What does that signal?
Yeah, it typically signals that there's whether you want to call it a release rally or a rally coming. In fact, over the last 30 years, Kaylee, each time that we saw that happen, so S&Ps go up and, S&Ps go down and the VIX go down with it, the market has rallied about 5% the following week. So it also could be a combination that, if you remember the previous week when we saw the VIX explode up to 36 or so, 37, when the market was going higher, that could have been overdone as well on the upside.
What about the turmoil in tech? If you look at the VXN, which is for the NASDAQ 100 specifically, it's lower for 6 days in a row despite the crazy sell-off that we saw on the NASDAQ 100. Is that options turmoil over?
I don't think it's over, but I think the hysteria behind it is. And that's really what volatility measures, right? Whether it's the VXN or VIX, it really measures that emotional trade. And so I think even if the NASDAQ does, maybe grind lower, we're not going to see that massive volatility. At least that's not what VXN is alluding to right now.
All right, Scott, I do want to get to your trade. A stock reporting after the bell tomorrow. FedEx, what is it going into the print?
Yeah, I think the stock may have gotten a little bit ahead of itself. I'm very bullish in it, but I'm not taking necessarily an upside play. Lots of upgrades, lots of raised price targets, but I would want to buy this stock on any sell-off. So I'm selling this week's 220, 215 put spread. I can collect about $1.75 or so. I absolutely want to own this stock on any sell-off. If they have a good print and it goes up, that's great because I get to keep the premium from the put spread. And if not, I am willing to own the stock if the stock drops a little bit. But obviously, I'm risk-defined because this is a spread.
All right, thank you for that trade on FedEx. We should mention the options market pricing in about an 8% move off the back of those earnings tomorrow, so we'll all have to keep an eye. Thank you so much, Scott Bauer, Prosper Trading Academy CEO, for joining Options Insight today.